Today on Truth for Us, we discuss the Maccabees led by elite Jewish people in Israel against the Seleucid Empire and against Hellenistic influence on Jewish life. At the time, Judea was home to many Jews who had returned from exile in Babylon thanks to the Persians. Alexander's empire was partitioned after his death. Other Greek successor states, the Seleucid Empire, would conquer Judea from Egypt. The Maccabean Revolt, a tale of faith and freedom. Indiana, the 2nd century BCE, the Jewish people in Judea faced a dire threat to their faith and traditions. The Seleucid Empire, under the rule of King Antiochus IV Epiphanes, sought to impose Hellenistic culture and religion upon its territories. Antiochus issued edicts that banned Jewish religious practices, desecrated the Holy Temple in Jerusalem, and enforced the worship of Greek gods. The land of Judea was in turmoil. The oppressive measures of Antiochus led to widespread resentment and fear among the Jews. Their sacred customs and identity were at risk of being eradicated. Amidst this growing despair, a spark of resistance ignited in the small village of Modian. Mattathias, an elderly priest from the Hasmonean family, stood at the center of this uprising. He was known for his piety and unwavering commitment to the Jewish faith. One day, Antiochus's officers arrived in Modian, demanding that the villagers sacrifice to the Greek gods. They attempted to compel Mattathias to comply, hoping his example would lead others to follow. In a moment that would be remembered through the ages, Mattathias refused. He proclaimed his loyalty to the God of Israel and struck down a Jew who was about to offer the sacrifice. With a fierce cry, he called upon his fellow villagers to join him in rebellion. "Let everyone who is zealous for the law and who stands by the covenant follow me," he shouted. His sons and many villagers heeded his call, and they fled into the mountains to organize a guerrilla resistance. After Mattathias's death, his son Judah, known as Maccabee, the Hammer, assumed leadership. Judah Maccabee proved to be a brilliant military strategist. Under his command, the Jewish rebels, now known as the Maccabees, conducted daring raids and ambushes against the vastly superior Seleucid forces. Despite being outnumbered and poorly equipped, their intimate knowledge of the terrain and their unyielding faith gave them an edge. The Maccabees' campaign was arduous and fraught with peril. They faced betrayal, internal strife, and the relentless might of the Seleucid army. Yet, their resolve never wavered. They drew strength from their shared purpose and the belief that they were fighting a holy war to preserve their religion and way of life. One of the most pivotal moments in the revolt came with the Battle of Emmaus. Judah Maccabee and his forces executed a surprise attack on a larger Seleucid force, securing a decisive victory. This triumph galvanized the Jewish people and brought new recruits to the Maccabean cause. Finally, after years of struggle, the Maccabees reclaimed Jerusalem. In 164 BCE, they entered the desecrated Holy Temple. With tears of joy and determination, they cleansed and rededicated the sanctuary. According to tradition, when they sought to light the temple's menorah, they found only a small flask of consecrated oil, enough for one day. Miraculously, the menorah burned for 8 days, allowing time to prepare and consecrate more oil. This miracle is celebrated in the Jewish festival of Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights. The Maccabean Revolt did not end with the rededication of the temple. The struggle continued for several more years, but the foundation for Jewish sovereignty in Judea had been laid. The Hasmonean dynasty, founded by the Maccabees, would go on to rule Judea for about a century, ushering in a period of Jewish self-governance and cultural flourishing. The story of the Maccabean Revolt is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the human spirit's resilience in the face of oppression. It serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope and courage can light the way to freedom and renewal.